hey, it's your broads. We're calling our squad who loves Broadway, the Broadway Broad Squad. We hella love musicals and we review them all day. It's Jen and Sarah, your fairy god broads. Hey!
Places! Hi, I'm Jen.
And I'm Sarah, and
we're the Broadway Broads. If you're new here, welcome to the Broadway Broad Squad! We are still here in New York City. So excited.
Yep, for our 2023 Broadway binge.
Woohoo!
Yes, this review is for Hercules, playing at the Paper Mill Theater in New Jersey.
Yo, we went to a new theater. We
Yes.
left our little area.
Oh, our beloved little 10-block radius that we never leave, typically.
No, we don't, but it was very nice. It's not part of our quest for 41, but very exciting to go to a new theater. So, yeah.
So we saw a 1:30 show on a Thursday, and where did we sit?
We sat in orchestra, row G, and it was seat 6 and 8. So we were over on the right side, and they were great.
Yeah, no, the seats were really good.
Yeah, really comfortable, great view. It didn't bother me that we had little kids in front of us.
Yeah,
so that was
kind of cool.
Yeah,
It was like, no
nice
issues
little,
there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, where did you get these tickets?
These tickets I got through the website, so right through Paper Mill Playhouse, so bought them right through there.
Nice.
Yeah.
We also had a very special guest join us.
Yes, we did.
Miss Tatiana Lofton, who is currently in A Beautiful Noise.
Yep.
And she joined us for the show. And unfortunately, she was not going to be performing the night we were going to see A Beautiful Noise. So this really was like a treat to get to spend some time with her.
We were excited to see her. It was her Broadway debut. So she was out that day. So it was just lovely to get to spend an afternoon with her.
Yeah.
And then to see her. So she knew pretty much everybody. Yeah, like people were stage dooring Tatiana.
I know.
It was so great. It was great. So just so much love for that girl.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
Thank you so much, Tatiana, for joining us.
So
really
fun.
a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Based on the Disney film Hercules is the divinely funny story of an honest-to-Zeus hero on a quest to discover who he is and where he belongs.
And you've seen this movie, right?
Oh yeah, this is in regular rotation at my house.
Okay.
So I know the cartoon pretty well.
Yeah. See, and I don't. Sadly, during that time when this movie came out, I wasn't really into Disney at that time. I was like in college, So, but I still was really, really excited to see it. So, yeah, pretty cool.
So, of course, getting into the theater, we go straight to the merch.
Of course we did.
Yeah.
Of course we did.
And what'd you get?
Of course, I had to get the lapel,
Yes.
which I loved it. They did also have, Sarah got some footage, they also had a beautiful lapel set of the characters, some of the characters, which was beautiful, but it was a little out of my price range. So got this. And then for our girl Allie, got her a magnet, got that, And then Sarah treated us, so Sarah always loves, as do I, a good mug. So we did get these, diner style mugs, which are super cute, just adorable. Love them.
Can't wait to use
thank you
those.
for that.
Of course. So with the theater, there is a bar and restaurant right outside of the theater.
Yes, there is.
And there's one inside. There's a bar inside the lobby of the theater. But we went into the restaurant bar.
Yeah.
And we had a cocktail and we had a great time.
Met some ladies. They were having their afternoon luncheon with the ladies, right? I mean, just adorable. Like the area is cute, and you can take a train out to this area and then have lunch there and see the theater. So so we got some nice cocktails.
Yeah.
You got one called
Meg's. It was like Meg's Cosmopolitan. It was purple and sparkles.
It had sparkles in it, and I got one called Zero to Hero. It was so just super cute. So loved it.
Oh, okay. Cheers. Say Hercules. Cheers. Oh, it's great.
Let's dive into this show. Okay, so when we get into the theater, it welcomes us with this beautiful blue scrim with a projection of the logo, right?
Yep.
Gorgeous.
It was very pretty. Yeah.
The set is pretty cool. I mean, right? These huge
Those
pillars.
Roman columns, they were spectacular. They were, and the way they moved, they moved individually, and then also to create the beautiful, like, you know, circle and the square type surrounding. You know, just, I mean, beautiful.
And the lighting with those pillars,
absolutely,
for the different scenes,
yep.
just really
the gold on them really sparkled.
Yeah.
When they wanted to make it dark, and you know, for Hades, they would use it for, you know, dark blues, and it was just beautifully lit.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you got some
that.
cool technical aspects, you know, the lighting, the fire tricks, we'll say that, with hopefully not spoiling anything.
Yeah.
And then also the set for Phil's Soul Cafe.
OMG, I lost my nerve on that one. Like the detail. So I was looking all of the posters that were in the Soul Cafe, and there was one specifically that was like, get your divorce lawyer, and all of the phone number for the lawyer was in Roman numerals.
Yes.
Loved that. I was like, come on. And then just simple technical things like the River of Lost Souls. It was this beautiful fabric, and then when the river sucked dry, it like swooshed off the stage. It was just, really, really beautiful.
Yeah,
Loved that.
Technically, it was this very strong show.
Yeah,
you know?
there was definitely a lot of hits on that. Yeah.
And the costumes.
Go ahead. You can start off.
Okay.
The best.
The music. I mean, the way that the costumer, you know, designed this, it was stunning. Every single muse looked so good, and all the dresses were different but the same. And I was just excited every time they came out.
Me too.
Because we got something new.
They were all in white, but they each had a different, you know, neckline to it, and then they would come out in all gold, and they had these beautiful gold goddess crowns.
I know. I was like, it's like 5 Beyonces.
Yes.
All of them.
The best was their gym outfits when they came out, and each one was in a colored category. It reminded me of like the Six Queens, right? You know, each of them having their color. Even their water bottle matched their color with the sparkles on. I mean, just the detail.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And then, of course, we got to talk about
JMI's tracksuit. Come on, tracksuit with the little Coco Chanel's on it. Again, the C, which is a Roman number. And then they had the sideline. It had the Greek print, you know, that you know, classic Greek print down the side.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the gods, you also really love what they did there.
Each one of them was colored, like the goddess of love was all in like red sparkle. The goddess of fertility was all in this green. Then there was even the Herc heirs. Air Hercs. I mean, come on. Like detail, just, not lost on us at all.
So stick around at the end because we have some curtain call footage and you can get a sneak peek at those costumes.
Standout moments.
Okay, there were quite a few.
There were, for good and bad.
Yes.
Well, not bad, but good. Yeah. Yes. So let's go.
So first one, we just have to mention. So Herc sort of missed his entrance.
Or
probably a technical issue. I think you like something with the door.
Yeah, because you could tell at first there was like some awkward
She
improv.
was trying. I feel like she was trying to fix it.
I think she was, and then there was some laughter, and then even the audience caught it. Which then, when the audience starts to see that there's,
they had to improv.
They had to improv.
She was like, "I wonder what's taking that boy so long."
The auntie was like putting the. It was great, and then they had their moment. You saw the auntie's like magazine come up, had her moment, and then put it back down. I mean, it was great. It was.
Since
awesome.
we are talking about some of the, you know, the other thing that we were kind of like needs a little work were
the monsters.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like the whole monster scene in Act 2. Like I'm expecting more, and thought that it was a little lackluster.
It stuck out, you know, that it didn't. Yeah,
it didn't fit. It just didn't fit as good. There was the three-headed monster, which
they made three.
They made three, and those weren't great. And then there was also the other ones at the end. I get what they were trying to do, but it didn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't
work.
land as well.
Yeah.
But we do have to talk about the beginning of Act 2, which was JMI's song.
Yes.
Phil's song, I should say, performed by James Monroe Iglehart. I'm back.
Which for him is, you know, from Aladdin to the I'm back, like there's the underlying to it.
Oh God,
right?
it was beautiful.
And then for musical fans like us, like just like this, like Grease is the word, like just little bits that he would say, but that particular song, the man, like
he's a showman.
He's absolutely is. Dances the cartwheel. I was like, yes, James.
Come on, cartwheel.
Holding that stage him by himself, which he's got us all.
Yeah, he's a showman, and it's always a pleasure to see him on stage. And this was just another one on the long list of that, you know.
And then so he was like, he left, right, and everyone gave him his big moment, big clap, and then you were like, he's gonna come back, and then he came back. And then he left again. And then you're like, he coming back. Yep. And he came back.
Yeah, he gave us 3.
He gave us
He
3,
gave
which
us
is
3.
what you're supposed to do. That's a comedy, that's it. So that's the shtick, and man, it landed.
Yeah. And then also another huge standout moment was just the opening, right? Gospel Truth.
Yes. I mean, the way that they started out with it being this like gospel to like no, and then I mean it was just beautiful. Loved
Perfect.
it.
Those muses, my goodness.
Yes.
So leading into that, so let's talk about stand-up performances. The muses. Okay. Let's talk about them.
So we do need to just name them all, right?
Yes, please.
So I'm gonna let you start out because I'm horrible at names and you're much better than I am.
Anastasia,
So I apologize ahead of time when we say them all,
yes. Anastasia McCleskey.
Destiny Rhea,
who was in Goddess Che.
and we literally saw her little body come out, and I was like, Sarah!
Yeah, it was. Oh my God,
Yeah.
she was amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
So, I loved her. And then Charity Angel Dawson.
Yep.
Love her.
And Tiffany Mann.
Tiffany Mann, fantastic. And Rashida Scott, love.
Yes.
ATP.
Yes. So these ladies, okay, let's talk about this for a second. So on their own could have carried a show, right? Then you put them together to form, like, it's kind of like the Voltron thing. They just they form this group that's like flawless, all unique, but came together to create this, and it was
activated like Hercules himself, and I mean they were like,
it was what, like, I'll quote Miss Tatiana said
it.
this, and I could not agree more. It was an embarrassment of riches. Like what we got to see that
go ahead,
that
hashtag
show
that.
with those ladies as the muses, those 5 women, like I said, could have had their own show that I would have paid good money to go see, and then to get to see them all together perform like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
And looking the way they did and sounded the way they do. And you even said 3-part harmony is hard.
But
5-part harmony?
Yeah, and
that's
what
a
a
whole nother level.
for my ears. Like I was just like, come on.
Amen.
Like, thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Yep.
So
and then we have more.
Yeah.
Then you had Hercules on there, which was played by the adorable and lovely Bradley Gibson.
yes.
Hello, muscles, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. I mean,
And you just fall for him immediately.
He's so sweet and just lovable. I mean, yeah. So he was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Hades, who was Schuler Hensley. I've never seen it before. Loved him. Thought he was great.
Yes.
Definitely gave me the Scar from Lion King kind of vibe. Love that.
That Disney villain, you know?
He's just And then his little Panic and Pain, his little sidekicks. I mean, just they were so great.
Yeah, and of course James is Phil.
James,
perfect.
come on.
I mean, what
another
a great role for
born
him.
for him role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got Meg, who we've seen before in The Prom. She was played by Isabel McCullough, and boy, what a feisty, fun part
Loved
to
her
play.
song.
Yeah,
Loved
another
her song.
great costume.
Yeah.
Really great costume. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and then you've got this beautiful cast that just, it blankets them all up into this nice, cozy, little warm, package of goodness.
Yeah, it was really strong cast.
Yeah,
what
very
a treat.
much, very much
What
so.
a treat.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about some of our favorites. So what's the favorite song of the show for you?
I have to, and maybe I'm biased, but James's "I'm Back," like I could not get enough of it.
I agree, that's mine too.
Yeah,
So I can't even, I'm not going to argue with you because I agree with you 100%.
The only other time would have been any time the Muses came out.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, because every time they came out, I was like,
yay,
okay.
yay. Mostly because I wanted to see what they were wearing, because their costumes, like, I seriously, like,
really,
yeah, but,
really.
Yeah.
Okay, so we always ask, repeat attend or not?
So, repeat attend, as much as I'm gushing about it, again, for us, the repeat attend is, would I go see it every time, right?
I possibly could, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to say no. So,
yeah, I mean, again, super great show, fun, totally recommended, but not one that I would repeat attend consistently.
Yeah. But,
absolutely.
Oh, so good.
It's giveaway time!
All the rules are listed below in the description box for the giveaway.
And the giveaway is, of course, our program pocket that comes with the playbill for Hercules. So if you want that, the way that you will enter to win for this is by answering this question. My favorite Disney movie is, and fill in the blank.
Yes.
Okay, so because we stage door, at this particular show, we wanted to just kind of talk about the fact that we're thinking this is a great opportunity for people to get program pockets, right?
Yeah.
Just like the lovely 3 new subscribers, new Broadway Broad Squad
Welcome.
members. Welcome, y'all.
Yes, that's
Welcome.
Maeve, Grayson, and Brady, all from New York.
Here's a picture of us with them and their mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were at the show and they were stage dooring. Brady had the Lights of Broadway card for
Yes.
James.
So he is so one of us.
Oh, gosh.
Like so one of us. So
Yes.
welcome to the squad. We're so happy to have you with us.
But we had, luckily we had program pockets with us, so we gave each of them a program pocket, and it warmed our hearts to know that they're going to get used because these kids love theater. They were naming off all kinds of shows that they've seen.
They were so excited. So any of our OG squad members that are watching this, go ahead and comment below and say hello to our newest subscribers, new squad members. So welcome again.
Welcome, Maeve, Grayson, and Brady.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Awesome.
There we go.
All right, we need some English.
Okay, well that wraps it us for us heading out of Times Square and going to the paper mill. So yeah.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, we'll see you on the other side.
Curtain.
That was a fun video.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
I had a great time. What did you guys think?
Yeah, did you guys love it? Did you love it? Huh? Well, if you did, guess what you should do?
You should definitely like it.
And you should subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you know every time that your broads drop content.
Yay!
We'll see you on the other side. Bye.
Bye.
Your fairy god broads, hey.